Well, I don't feel like we should have ever been in this position to begin with to need to go forward. We should have gone forward with a new opportunity at a new car, in my opinion. I mean, you have all these years of experience and knowledge and time of racing and crashing these cars and teams working on them and building them, and it just blows me away that we can have something new in 2022 that offers all this technology and all this time and experience of so many just super talented people in this sport, and we allow it to go backwards. Especially with safety, I just think it's just super surprising to me. That we allow that to happen, but we did, and now it's just about how do we go forward from here, making sure we're making the right choices to improve what we have, and keep things like what happened to Alex this week from happening. I mean, and what happened to Kurt. Those things just those types of incidents didn't result in injuries in the past handful of years from just me watching. Obviously, I'm not a doctor, but watched a lot of cars back into the wall, and those guys be fine. So I just hate to see that, and no one's immune to it. It could be me, next week, or it could be any of my peers or fellow competitors, and nobody wants to see that, no matter how much you like or dislike a guy, in my opinion. So yeah, I just hate to see us go backwards, and I'm afraid that we have, in some of those areas. But look, it's just about how do we come together and how do we go forward from here. And I think there's a lot of really smart individuals to try to help make that happen, and I'm confident that we will. But it's crucial that we do, in my opinion, because having guys out during the playoffs right now or any time for that matter, shouldn't be happening, and I think it's taken away from our product on Sunday, which that should be the focus, and who wins and who loses, and how the race was, and how a guy did driving his car, and how his team executed a good or a bad race. Probably more of a process now, I guess, and more of a group, now to potentially voice, some of those opinions and try to get them across, probably than there's ever been. You can say and voice those thoughts, and that's really kind of the end of it. It's not our sandbox, right? So at the end of the day, we might have an opinion or might try to voice it and do it through the correct channels, but ultimately the final decision is not up to us. Yeah. So from me personally, that's kind of where you leave it, and you can just hope for the best, because it's like I said, it's not our sandbox, and there's really not a whole lot we can do about it. I mean, heck, we had plenty enough time to test this car and crash it and do all the things that we need to do to ensure that some of these things aren't happening that are happening now. We had a ton of time to do that, and this car was delayed an entire calendar year. On top of that, you got to think we got an extra year of time to work on it, and we're still in this position. So there's no excuse for going backwards. We have too many smart people, too much technology, too many years of crashing and racing at all these same racetracks to have some of the things that are going on that they are, in my opinion. So test next week or no test next week, we should not be in the position that we are in. When you come out with a new product, you should take steps forward, not stay the same or go backwards, and especially in the safety category, in my opinion. Look, it's yeah, and look, don't take me the wrong way. We're very fortunate, and I'm very grateful to do what I do. This is this is my job, and that's crazy, right? I mean, I'm not ungrateful for what I have and the opportunities that have been presented to me, but you just hate to see something take steps the wrong way.